Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. We'll get started here in just a couple minutes while we let a few more people join the session here. While we're waiting, how about if I get you to pull up the chat window? I've got my chat window here, and we'll definitely be communicating as we go through the presentation here. But let me know in the chat where you're calling in from, what part of Canada or the US or elsewhere in the world you're calling in from. I'm located in central Canada, so I'm just north of Winnipeg. And if you're not familiar with where Winnipeg is, that's about halfway between Vancouver and Toronto. So I'm right in the center of Canada, the coldest part, where our winters are pretty long and cold, and we definitely enjoy our short summers here. So let me know in the chat where you're calling in from. Here, I'll just add something into the chat just to make sure it's working. And we'll get started here in just a minute. Let me share my screen so we're all ready to go. So you should be able to see my screen. If everything's looking good, then let me know in the chat that you can see it correctly. And we're right at the top of the hour, so we'll get started here right on time. So glad to have everybody here. Thanks for joining. You can see on the screen, this presentation is about how to launch your high quality course in less than a week with the help of AI. So even if you're not tech savvy, AI makes it super easy. And this presentation at the end, you're about to be able to make your first online course sale by this time next week. That's pretty incredible. AI makes it super easy to launch our courses really fast and efficiently to produce high quality courses. I'm going to show you how to do that today. So this presentation is meant to be interactive. So if at any time you have any questions, just put them in the chat and I'll answer your questions as we go through here. There'll also be a Q&A at the end of this presentation as well. So if you prefer, ask your questions as we're going through the presentation, or if you've got questions, hold on to them to the end and I'll make sure I get all your questions answered. Now, I've been launching online courses for several years. My name is Paul Turner, and I'm an electrical engineer, and I've worked on some pretty cool projects in my past corporate career. I've been building satellites and rockets for the Canadian Space Agency. I've been building multi-billion-dollar power generation and transmission projects in remote locations. And I've also been working on expanding wastewater treatment plant facilities not too far away from here near Winnipeg. While working on these projects, one thing I got very good at was taking a complex engineering topic and explaining it in a very easy to understand way to people that maybe even didn't have a technical background or didn't understand the details. But I got really good at explaining things, complex topics, very simply that people could understand. And I thought, I can help others with the project knowledge that I have with this complex topic to help other people understand it as well. So that's when I discovered online courses in 2018. So that's exactly what I did. I built my own company and left the corporate world and launched my first online course in 2018 to teach other people a complex engineering topic called commissioning. Now, I'm sure you've never heard of it. The details don't really matter here, but if you're interested, you can check out my course and program and my site at commissioningandstartup.com if you're interested to see what commissioning is all about. And since then, I've helped people all over the world learn and understand commissioning with my online courses. I've worked with some of the biggest companies in the world, helping their project teams understand commissioning and saving companies millions of dollars. So they loved my programs. They loved my coaching and my support to help them understand commissioning. And it's been a great experience. I've met some wonderful people and had some amazing discussions helping them with commissioning. And there really is no better feeling than waking up in the morning and seeing course sales on your phone selling while you were asleep from people in countries that I'd never even heard of, that found me on LinkedIn and submitted their application and enrolled in one of my commissioning programs. When you build online courses, the power of the internet and social media is really pretty incredible with this communication tool that we've got as the internet. So you can do the same with the knowledge that you have as well, helping others solve their problems based on the knowledge that you have. So can you see on the screen how life-changing regular sales like this would be? It's pretty incredible. The people that have joined my programs have been absolutely thrilled. Their feedback has been over the top positive. They're excited to join my programs and get the expert knowledge they need for their projects. And they're so thankful that I was able to take a complex topic like commissioning and make it so much easier for them to finally understand. And now with the help of AI, what used to take me months to create and launch an online course can now be done in less than a week. And I'm going to show you how to do the same so that you can launch your courses in less than a week as well and start making sales in 1 week from today. Wouldn't that be cool? Aren't you glad you joined me today so you can launch your course within the next week too? Now, just to be clear though, this is not for you if you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. We all know that you have to put in the work if you want to achieve your dreams, right? There's no magic formula that I'm aware of anyways to turn your laptop into an ATM that spits out cash. But if you're willing to put in the effort over the next week and share your knowledge with the world, then the online course business model is truly the best business model that currently exists. I can't think of a better one. It's got low overhead, huge margins, and is very scalable as large as you want it to be. And AI now that's come along in the last year and a half makes it much easier than it's ever been to launch and scale an online course. And the reality is you only need one course to be insanely profitable, because if you can make $1 online, then you can make $1 million online. There's really nothing stopping you with the reach of the internet. And it starts right here to launch your first course in the next week. In 1 week from now, you can be in business with your new online course. Sound good? With the online business model, you can literally make sales while you sleep. You can truly help real people solve real problems in their lives. And you can finally get control of your life, how you want to spend your time, and who you want to spend it with. The online course business model is currently the best business model on the internet, hands down. You won't find a better online business model. And I'm going to show you the ingredients today that go into creating and launching your first online course. And we're going to get AI to do most of the work for you and make it super simple for you, even if you're not tech savvy, especially if you're not tech savvy, because we don't want to get bogged down in all the technical stuff. And at the end of this presentation, if you'd like some help implementing everything we discuss, I'll show you how you can get your course launched within the next 7 days so you can start making your first sales by Friday of next week. Pretty cool. AI makes it super easy to launch your course in a week. Sound like a plan? Then let's do it. So when I give this presentation, the first thing a lot of people want to know is just tell me what to do. How can I start making money online now? And I'm going to show you how to do that, but there's a little bit more to it than that. So first, let's address the problems of what not to do before we talk about what to do to launch your profitable and scalable online course. Some of my first online courses earlier in 2018 were an absolute failure. Nobody explained to me what actually goes into a profitable and scalable online course. I had to figure it out on my own with lots of trial and error over several months and years. And what I found out is that there are 3 common mistakes that a lot of course creators make that make it so much more difficult later to actually sell their course. Because it's not true that if you build it, they will come. There is no field of dreams when it comes to online courses. Selling information products such as an online course is much different than selling a physical product online. It's much different than going to Amazon and buying a product. Information products definitely require a very specific approach. And if you avoid these 3 mistakes, you'll have much more success with your online course. So what are these 3 mistakes? Mistake number 1 is that there's no demand for the problem that you solve. Nobody wants what you're offering. And I see this so many times online and course creators that are struggling to sell their courses. We've been told as entrepreneurs to identify a problem, then create a solution to that problem and sell the solution. But this isn't always true. And I found this out the hard way in some of my earlier years, that you may have been told to follow your passion, but passion will only get you so far. Because if you're passionate about solving a problem that very few others are interested in solving, then you're going to have a hard time finding people to sell your solution to. And you're not going to have much success with your online course. You see, we don't want to try to create demand. That's a very tough game to play. And I've tried that. It's pretty frustrating. What we want to do is be putting our offers into an already existing stream of demand. I'm sure you don't want to become an expert at sales. We want to make this as easy as possible on ourselves, which means we need to pick a course topic that people are already searching for and that there's already demand for. What we want to do, like I said, is we want to put our offer in front of an already existing stream of demand and channel that demand towards our irresistible offer that basically sells itself. And when you set this up and when you get this right, selling becomes so much easier. And I'll show you how to do this even with the help of AI to make it even easier to get our course program set up. I've been down that road of not knowing that I had a bad offer, and it's no fun at all. I'll help you avoid this dead end and make sure you're on the right path to success right from the beginning, because it's exactly like Stephen Covey says in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. His habit number 2 is begin with the end in mind. And what is the end game with online courses? It's to, of course, help as many people as we can, but it's also to make piles of cash selling our course, right? And the decisions you make in the beginning for your online course will determine how successful your course is in the end. So there's some key important decisions that we need to make up front so that we get this right in the end. And I'm going to show you how to get your course going in the right direction before we even start. Mistake number 2 is getting bogged down with the tech. Now, this is online courses and online sales, so there's a level of tech required to get this stuff set up. And as an engineer, the tech actually comes quite easy. But I see a lot of other people that they're not tech savvy at all, and they don't want to be tech savvy. They just want to get their course online, get it launched, and be able to start helping people. The great thing about AI is that it makes all the tech issues go away. AI gives you a plug and play solution to create your high quality course exactly how you want it without having to understand all of the tech stuff. The barrier to entry to create online courses keeps getting lower and lower with the help of AI, and it's going to get lower and lower as our AI tools continue to develop. But this is why you want to get your course launched now, because everyone and their dog is soon going to have a course, since it's getting easier and easier to create online courses. I've got all the AI tools you need to make the tech aspects of your online course a piece of cake. And once you get everything in place, it gets even easier for you to create your next course, which pretty much guarantees your success as you refine your course to match exactly what your audience wants. Unfortunately, when course creators get stuck due to a tech problem, it prevents people from getting their expertise out to the world. And it's a shame, because as humans, we're meant to share and learn and help each other grow and succeed. But when a tech issue gets in the way, it just stifles any type of collaboration and sharing, which is not good for anyone, not good for you and your online course business, and not good for society and the world, as communication is limited and information is just not shared. So I see, Chris, you've raised your hand. Just shoot your question into the chat and I'll be able to answer your question. The internet and social media, these tools give us an incredible communication tool to reach as many people as we want, and we can't let tech issues hold us back from sharing and growing and helping the world become a better place. But don't worry, I've got all the tech issues taken care of for you. So there are no barriers to you getting your genius out to the world. I just put something in the chat there just to make sure that we are working there. Shoot me something back and just let me know the chat's working. If there's a problem with the chat, then maybe raise your hand again and I'll see if there's a setting missing or something. So the third mistake I see a lot of people making is okay. Show chat previews. Options. So it looks like everything's right in the chat. Should be working. Okay, so the third mistake I see a lot of people working is getting stuck with monthly expenses. Now, when you're just getting started out with your online course, you absolutely do not want any monthly expenses. It just kills your profitability and kills your motivation because it's mentally draining if you're just trying to sell your course to cover your monthly software costs before you even make a profit. So we want to avoid any recurring monthly costs when you start selling your course. So you at least have some breathing room as you're just getting started. And I'm sure you can agree that no monthly expenses when you're just getting started sounds like a good idea, right? Because if you're just trying to cover your monthly expenses, you end up on the hamster wheel just trying to keep up. And I've been there. It's no fun at all. So all the software used to build your online course must be absolutely free, and not just like a 14-day trial, free forever until you reach a certain level of sales. Only once you're making consistent monthly sales of, say, a few $1,000s a month does it make sense to start paying for software and expand on some of the capabilities. Until then, you do not want any monthly recurring expenses. I've seen others trying to help people create their online courses only to try to sell them into their platform at the end and get them stuck with a couple $100s of monthly expenses, or try to sell them into an affiliate link. That's not cool. All the software that we use to build online courses has a free forever plan so that you can avoid all the monthly recurring expenses that others try to get you to pay so that you can focus on making money with your course instead. There is no need for monthly expenses when you're just getting started. Does that make sense? So these are the three most common mistakes I see a lot of people making with their online courses. Not doing the proper market research to confirm there is demand, getting defeated by the technical aspects of launching their course, and getting stuck with monthly expenses, which causes them to lose money rather than make money. So once you can get past these three issues and get started in the right direction right from the beginning, creating your online course becomes so much easier, especially with the help of AI. So I can only assume that there's a problem with the chat. So that's unfortunate. I'll get that fixed if you're not able to leave any messages. But don't worry. I've got some great information to share with you. And if there is anything that you want to share with me, email me at Paul. I'll even put that in the chat here. Paul at AI Course Creator.ai. So that's my email address. Shoot me an email if you've got something because the chat's buggered up here. Just be careful. It's .ai, not .com. So yeah, sorry for the busted chat. When course creators make one or more of these three common mistakes, it just kills their hopes and dreams, and it's a very frustrating experience. And this is what we refer to as the wishful course creator. Someday, one day, right? Maybe you'll create your course next week, next month, next year, always wishing that it will happen and thinking you'll eventually get your online course, but it never actually gets done, right? And you never actually make money with your online course because of one of these three mistakes. Or you end up losing money each month rather than profiting from your online course because you've got stuck with a bunch of monthly expenses. It's easy to avoid these three mistakes, and I'm going to show you how with the help of AI so you can get your profitable and scalable course launched within 1 week from today. So I trust this is all making sense. If something isn't, then please shoot me an email. If you've ever thought about creating an online course, I'm willing to bet that you're hesitant because you don't want to make any costly mistakes, or you're not interested in all of the techno mumbo jumbo. You just want your course launched. You just want it to work and be able to help people. You've got value to provide. You've got expert knowledge from your corporate career or activities that you've been involved in. You just need help getting it onto the internet. And with the whole pandemic, since the pandemic, things are crazy. The cost of living just continues to increase. So some additional income would certainly be nice, wouldn't it? And these are likely some of the mistakes that you've encountered, right? We all get stuck with procrastination. There's lots of competing priorities in our busy lives. You've probably seen others online that are doing well with their online courses, but you haven't been able to take the first step so that you can achieve the same level of a success. You just see others that are having this level of success, and you're wondering, well, why not me too? You've tried starting your online course, but you quickly get stuck in getting it done with tech issues and all the other stuff. Or you've heard about AI in the media, but you've avoided it because it's just too complex rather than using it to your advantage. So does this sound like some of the problems and mistakes that you've encountered? All right, so let's get into some good stuff here. Let's talk about the 8 ingredients that go into creating your profitable and scalable online course. We'll go through each one of these in a bit more detail in the next few slides, but these are the items that go into creating your online course. First of all, of course, is your customer. You need to understand your customer avatar's deepest desires even better than they understand themselves. Your niche. You need to choose a profitable niche with an already existing stream of demand. Your landing page. You need a high converting landing page that entices your customer to engage with your content. You need a lead magnet. You need an irresistible lead magnet that gives your customers big, fast value right away. Your email sequence. You need a persuasive email sequence that helps your customers to know, like, and trust you in a short amount of time. Your offer. This is one of the most important pieces, is you need an irresistible offer that is easy to sell, that sells itself. This includes, of course, your checkout page and your payment processors so people can actually purchase and pay for your course. Your online course outline. You need a compelling course outline that gives your customers the transformation they are looking for in the most efficient manner. And of course, your course content. You need high quality content that is easy for your customers to follow and get the results that they're looking for. And most importantly for you, we do not want any video editing. We want to make this as easy as possible on ourselves. When you have each of these ingredients to make your online course, you can make sales while you sleep. It's pretty cool. Everything is automated. All these ingredients are linked together, and your customers can purchase on their own. Your workload becomes a lot less with automation and with AI. And you're finally able to get your message out to the world and start making an impact. However, when you're missing one or more of these ingredients, your course just won't sell. Remember, selling an information product is much different than selling a physical product. You won't have engaging content, and your customers just won't get to know, like, and trust you in order to buy. And you'll end up creating more work for yourself if you don't have all this automated. Now, you can get all this done in less than a week with the help of AI, and I'll show you how right here. Let's start with your customer avatar research. AI significantly helps with this, and I hope that you can see this in the chat. I'll add an AI tool here that helps you complete your customer avatar research a lot faster than it ever used to take us. So copy that link in the chat and check that out now or after the presentation. You'll see how much easier it is to complete our customer avatar research with the help of AI. This is a great tool to get deep insight into your customers' wants and desires. Essentially, AI like ChatGPT was trained on the entire history of human psychology from the last 30 years, right? Which makes it perfect for learning about your customers' behaviors and their wants and their desires. It's like ChatGPT was made for online marketing. It's such a hugely helpful tool to learn about our customers' behaviors. The tool I've given you is simple to use. You can check it out. Just copy and paste the prompts into ChatGPT to learn everything about your customers. So grab that and hopefully it'll help you out. And with the information that you get out of that tool, you're able to understand your customers and create offers that meet their exact needs. So the next tool we use is our niche validator. Remember, we don't want to try to create demand for our offer. That's a tough game to play. We want to put our offer in front of an already existing stream of demand. And you can easily verify this. The data is publicly available if you know where to look. And what we use is Google Trends and Facebook Ads Library to validate your niche. So here's another link that I'll give you for our niche validator. That's a super helpful tool to make sure you're on the right direction here before you create your online course, because that'll help you validate that there's customers, that there's demand for the solution you're offering, and validate the size of the offer and that you've got a good idea before you even go create your course. So this makes sure you're creating a course that people are already searching for so that you know there's demand for your course before even creating it, because nobody wants to spend 6 months creating a course only to find out that nobody wants it, right? We might as well find that out now before putting in that effort. So with a few simple prompts in ChatGPT, you're able to validate your niche before you create your course so you can be confident you're pursuing a profitable and scalable course on idea. And that's huge. When you know that you're already going down the right path, then you can keep building your course and know that you'll be able to sell it later. This tool, again, is super easy to use. If you can cut and paste from one document to another, then you're easily able to follow the instructions in the tool that I've just given you. And I'm sure you don't want to be a tech expert. That's why you've joined this presentation, is you want to focus on your zone of genius and get your message out to the world. So I want to make this as easy as possible for you. And these tools are super helpful to do that. So grab those links in the chat and you can get started right after this presentation. We also need a high converting landing page to get leads to sign up for our lead magnets. The software we use is ConvertKit. And I like ConvertKit because it's got a free forever plan for your first 1,000 leads. And it also has landing pages built into the software. Plus, it has all the automation to link everything together. So really, you don't need a website at this point in time. That can come later. And the funnels that we build don't even need a website because everything's already built into ConvertKit. It's a website is not required to get started. And really, some people never have a website because almost you don't even really need one these days. It's just an additional expense that you don't need right now. You don't need to waste your time fiddling around with that tech. So with ConvertKit's landing page builder, that's all you need to get high quality leads engaged in your content. And the best part is we use AI to write your landing page copy. So look at the example on the screen. I'm a terrible copywriter. In fact, the green arrow on the top there is landing page copy that I wrote. And you can see it's got a 20% conversion rate, which is not bad. It's on the lower end, but not bad for a start. The second green arrow, however, is landing page copy that ChatGPT wrote, which increased conversions to 33 and 42%. That's pretty incredible that ChatGPT doubled my conversions for me. Now, this is small data, but if in these early stages of building a landing page, you can see that ChatGPT can write great copy that provides me higher conversions. I don't need to hire a copywriter anymore. And ChatGPT writes way better copy than I can. So we want to use these AI tools to help us build our pages here. You don't even need a copywriter, and you don't even need to be a good copywriter yourself anymore. ChatGPT writes your high converting landing page copy for you to get your highest number of engaged leads. It's super simple and it's pretty incredible. So is there any questions? Is this making sense? Unfortunately, you can't let me know in the chat, but I'm just absolutely amazed by how well ChatGPT can write high conversion copy. And I've got several other examples, several other pages where I've used ChatGPT to write landing page copy for me, and it regularly doubles or triples my opt-in rates on pages. So another item you will need is an irresistible lead magnet, and not just any old boring PDF. You see a lot of those online that nobody really wants. The key to a great lead magnet is that it must be something that your ideal customers actually want, that solves a real problem for them. And how do we find out what they want? Well, that's from our customer avatar research that we did in the links that are in the chat there. We find out exactly the ideal format that your audience likes to consume information in, and we find out exactly what they're already searching for, and then we give it to them for free. That's how you get engaged leads. And ChatGPT makes it easy to connect the right lead magnet to the right customer to get as many engaged leads as you want. We even use ChatGPT to create your lead magnet for you, which saves you a bunch of time and is the reason we can get this all done in a week. AI saves you so much time that you can create and test multiple lead magnets to see which one works best. And when you do that, you'll never run out of leads when you build the perfect lead magnet. Next item that you're going to need is a persuasive email sequence to nurture your leads. Again, we use ConvertKit, which is free forever for your first 1,000 leads. And your email sequence essentially nurtures your leads and directs them towards your course sales page. And people buying info products, like I said earlier, it's different than physical products. Info products, people do require some nurturing. It's very different than selling physical products. And that's how we do that, is through our email sequence to nurture our leads to get them to know, like, and trust us. You may have heard the advice to give value in public and then sell in private. Well, this is how you do that. Provide value on social media and provide value with your lead magnet on social media. And then you can make offers in your email sequence that only engaged leads see, so that your competition will never even know how you're even making sales unless they engage with your lead magnet too. It's rare, very rare, that someone visits your sales page and purchases your course for the first time. They need to get to know, like, and trust you over time, right? And this is done by email communication to communicate with people and guide them towards your course sales page and to purchase your course. And ChatGPT is a huge help here as well. Your emails are only useful if people actually open them and read them, right? And a lot of people will tell you that email is dead and that nobody's opening and reading emails. There's no such thing as people not opening emails. It's only that emails are too boring and that they don't want to open them. So when we use ChatGPT to help us write our emails and write engaging subject lines, we get much more engagement in our emails. And ChatGPT is such a huge help to generate attention-grabbing subject lines and get your customers to open your emails. Even write your engaging copy for you in your emails, so your customers are excited to open and read your emails. It's easy to sequence emails in ConvertKit, and if your customers need a week or 2 weeks or however long they need, you can nurture them with high converting subject lines and copy in emails until your customers are ready to buy. So the next item we need, and this is one of the most important aspects of all of this, is your compelling offer. The goal, of course, is to get the right offer in front of the right person. And when you do, selling becomes so much easier. ChatGPT helps us create the ideal offer that your customers are already looking for, an irresistible offer so good that your customers would feel stupid if they said no, right? You've probably heard that expression before, but that's often what's missing in a lot of course businesses, is they're trying to compete on price when they need to be competing on value in the offer that you're providing. And ChatGPT makes this easy too, to help you craft your offers that are irresistible and easy to sell to your customers. When you put the right offer in front of the right person, then there's really no need to sell your course because it sells itself. And AI will help you create your irresistible offer so that you can get this right the first time. And in order for people to purchase your course, you also, of course, require a checkout page and your payment processor. And the software we use for this is Thinkific, because it also has a free forever plan and it has a payment processor already built in. Maybe you've used Thinkific. It's quite quite commonly used, but to get started, it's got a free forever plan, which is great to use when you're just getting started on your first course. And it's super simple to use. And when you unleash the power of AI, your course is even easier to create than ever within Thinkific. So the next item you need, of course, is highly engaging course outline. And this is critical because we need to get students the transformation they are looking for. We don't want to just take all of our knowledge and dump it into a course. We want it to be short, concise, and to the point and deliver on the promise that we gave in our offer for our course. You don't want it to be too long and boring. You want your course outline to be concise and to the point. Your course needs to get your students results with the minimum effort required. That's how you're going to get glowing testimonials, is when you do that. So ChatGPT comes to the rescue for us again, because we can use ChatGPT to create and optimize your course outline so you know exactly what to create. There's no extra fluff that confuses your students. You get a clear and concise course outline that produces results. You can see that ChatGPT, if you can read what's on the screen there, also suggests the bonuses that are ideal for your customers, which we can use when we're creating our irresistible offers. And AI makes it super easy because it's giving us all the pieces we need to make our online course a high converting course. So doesn't this look easier when you can use ChatGPT rather than starting with a blank page and wondering what to create? That's how it used to be 2-3 years ago, is you start with a blank sheet of paper and wonder what to do first. Well, ChatGPT gives you all the ingredients here to plug into your course. And lastly, of course, you need your high quality course content in a learning management system that's easy for your students to use. And Thinkific is perfect for that, since it has a free forever plan, and also because it has payment processor already integrated. It's easy to use and connect with other software. So when we talk about AI, one thing to keep in mind is that your customers want to see you. They want to learn from you, and they want to learn from your personal experiences and your personal expertise. And this is where you can add your personality. This is not where we want to use AI when we're creating our course content. Your students they don't want to learn from an AI system. There are AI software systems that can create your course content, but I don't recommend them. People are purchasing your course to learn from you. And it's one of the reasons the online course industry is booming, is because people are looking for authentic experiences in a world that's full of misinformation. So give your students a truly engaging experience with the best version of yourself when you create your course content. And there's two types of course content that you may choose to create. You may have a presentation or a screen share that you will present and record, or maybe you have a live action recording of you where you're demonstrating an activity. These are both easily recorded by yourself, and we show you exactly how to make this effortless. One thing to note is that we do not want any video editing. You can spend as much time video editing as creating your course, and we don't want to do that. It just takes too much time. We get ChatGPT to structure your course outline in small bite-sized pieces, and this is for two reasons. One, so that it's easy for your students to learn, and they can get the results that they're looking for, and two, so they are short videos that do not require any editing. We don't have time to edit videos. We want to get our high quality course launched within the next week. We don't want to spend a lot of time editing a 5-minute video. You can spend an hour editing a 5-minute video. Well, it's easier just to record that 5-minute video. And that's why we've kept them short for that reason, so that you don't have to do any video editing. You don't have to learn any complex video editing software, and you don't have to pay someone else to edit your videos, because we've structured the course very specifically so it doesn't require any video editing. We want to make this as easy and as fast as possible so you can avoid any video editing. And I'm sure you don't want to spend your time editing videos as well, right? So all of this gets integrated and linked together in an automated funnel, so you can sell your course in your sleep. And this is the automated funnel that is created. All the software to create this is free to get started. So ConvertKit is free, Thinkific is free, ChatGPT is free. There's no reason to get the paid version. And we also use Canva for your lead magnets and your bonuses, which you can use the free version for as well. So you don't want to get stuck with any monthly fees when you're just getting started, which is why we recommend these no-cost tech solutions to integrate your online course business. So does a no-cost automated system to sell your course in your sleep, does that sound like a good idea? All right, so we've covered a lot of good information today on how to create your online course, and AI makes it super simple for you to complete everything that we've discussed today in less than a week. Does this sound like a good idea to get your course launched and start making sales by this time next week, by next Friday, June 21st, to have your course and be making your first online sales? Does that sound like a good idea? What I've shown you today is the most efficient way to build your online course business in less than a week. If you want to avoid getting bogged down with all the tech, you want to avoid getting stuck with any recurring monthly fees that just kill your profitability when you're getting started. If you want to avoid creating a course that nobody wants, then you want to avoid more delays with launching your course. So one thing to consider is how much is it costing you by continuing to delay your course launch? Time is money, right? We always hear that. And the sooner you get your course launched, the sooner you've got an offer to give people, and the sooner you can start generating revenue. Is by delaying your course launch, is it costing you $100 per day? Is it costing you $10,000 per month by not having your course launched? So if you want to get your course launched in less than a week and you want to get AI to do most of the work for you, you want to get your message out to the world and start helping people, and you want to get an automated system that makes your course sales take place while you're sleeping, then the way I see it is you have two choices. You can take what I've shown you here today and you can launch on your own. You can learn as you go and you can get your course launched. And this is a totally legitimate way to go. This is what I did. And I eventually figured it out. And I eventually got my course launched. And I eventually learned what's required for a profitable and scalable course. And you can do the same for the next few months or even years to get this all figured out. You can think about it a bit longer and you can keep dreaming of your online course, and you can keep seeing everyone else online that's having success with their courses while you're still thinking about getting started. Or we can work together to get your course launched next week. We can get your first course, you can get your first course sale by next weekend and get AI to do most of the work for you next week. You can get your online course business set up for success right away. How does this sound? Does option number 2 sound like an easier and faster approach to get your course launched and start making sales? Does it sound like a good idea to start selling your course now rather than in 6 months from now? If option number 2 sounds like the better approach, then I want to introduce you to our Course Launch AI workshop that starts on Monday. During next week's workshop, we'll work together to actually get your course created and launched by the end of next week, not show you how to do it and then you can go off and do it on your own. We'll actually work together and we'll launch your course next week together. During next week's workshop, we meet 3 times and we actually build your online course together so that by the end of next week, you have a course that's ready to sell. You're in business with your online course. No more delays. And this is by far the most efficient method to create and launch your online course business and get it all done in less than a week. We can make this easy and fast because we're able to use AI to do most of the work for us. Even if you're not tech savvy, it's super simple. Now, maybe there's something else out there that's easier and faster, but I've never been able to find it. All the other programs that I've found that talk about creating your course in taking the next few months or having to join a 3-day live presentation before you even get the opportunity to see how to create your course. Why would you want to join those 3 days when in those same 3 days, you could actually have your course launched? Or some of the other programs, they're trying to sell you into their platform so they can charge you a monthly fee, which is not cool. The method I show you during next week's workshop is the same as we've discussed today and is the same method I use to create my online courses. And I haven't been able to find a more efficient way. With my live guided support during the live workshop next week, you're able to finally get your course launched and be ready to start selling it online by this time next week. This workshop is perfect for beginners, even if you're not tech savvy, especially if you're not tech savvy, because I make it super simple. I guide you through every step with all the AI prompts you need to make it super simple to create your first online course and start spreading your message with the world. This workshop is your best option to launch your first online course. There is nothing easier and faster that's out there. You get a massive head start and you get your high quality online course launched fast. This is also perfect if you've launched a course in the past and you want to create courses much more efficiently with AI. You'll get a huge upgrade to your course creation process to be able to create even better courses, taking a lot less time. So this workshop is perfect for you as well to save time in your business. So here's what's included in the workshop. Next week's workshop includes 3 live 1-hour sessions. So we meet on Monday for an hour, we meet on Wednesday for an hour, and we meet on Friday for an hour. And during each of these sessions, we meet live and I give you step-by-step instructions of exactly what to do. I give you all the AI prompts and all you have to do is cut and paste them and ChatGPT gives you all the answers. You also get Voxer access. So if you're not familiar with Voxer, it's just a little communication app so that in between those 3 live sessions, if you need any support, have any questions, you can just shoot me a text or a voice note on Voxer and I'll get you the information that you need so that you don't get stuck in between the 3 live sessions. By the end of the workshop, this is exactly what you will have completed. You will have completed your high converting landing page. And this is important because this is where your customer's journey begins. So you want to put on a good first impression here on your high converting landing page. You will have completed your irresistible lead magnet, and this is important so your customers can start to get to know, like, and trust you as you first start solving their problems. You will have completed your email sales sequence. This is important because you need to continue to nurture your customers before they will buy and nurture them towards your course sale. You will have completed your irresistible offer. And this is important because you want to make selling as easy as possible. We don't want to try and create demand. We want to put our irresistible offer in front of an already existing stream of demand. You'll have completed your high converting sales page. This is important because you need to be able to convey the value that your offer provides. And this is all done on your high converting sales page with the help of ChatGPT. You need, of course, your engaging course outline. And this is important because your course must be easy for people to understand and produce results for them. You need to record your high quality course content. And this is, of course, important because this is the knowledge that you know. This is the expertise that your customers are paying you for. You need your payment processor set up, and we'll get that set up next week with your within Thinkific for your payment and checkout page. This is, of course, important because your customers must be able to pay you. And all of this uses free software and free tools, which is important because you absolutely do not want to get stuck with any monthly recurring fees when you're just getting started. Once you complete the workshop, you're ready to sell, and you can make your first sale next weekend. And we can get this all done next week because we're using the help of AI to make this much easier on ourselves and getting AI to do a lot of the work. So if you look at other academy gurus that are out there, I know they charge $2,000 for their programs to launch a digital course. Plus, I know it takes 6 weeks to complete some of these programs if you're even able to finish all of their course modules that they give you without getting stuck. I've been through those programs and I know how unnecessarily confusing they make it. It's a lot easier when you get the help of AI. So let's assume a $2,000 value for comparison here. The difference that you also get with my guided support is I'm there to look over your shoulder to help you launch your course with you. When you join next week's workshop, I show you exactly what to do, which guarantees your success because I'm right there with you to answer any questions that you have and to make sure that you get your course launched. Your success is guaranteed because I'm looking over your shoulder and making sure everything is correct. So you're getting my guided expert support to build your course with you and getting guaranteed success to launch your course next week. So that easily gives you another $2,000 in value with that assurance that you know that you can get through this with my support. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret here as well. You don't need to purchase any $10,000 coaching program to launch your course. Everything you need to learn is in $20 books or free podcasts. It's all out there if you know where to look. It's crazy to me that people can take the contents of a $22 book and package it into a $10,000 coaching program and people buy it. I'll save you some cash. I read a lot, and um, I've hand selected the best resources that you need that a lot of these coaching programs are based on anyways. These are the de facto sources of information that the $10,000 coaching programs are just referencing anyways. So you get my personal book and podcast library to save you, I don't know, $20,000, $30,000 in coaching programs. So if you have any questions on strategy to market and scale your online course, you'll have all the information you need without having to buy a $10,000 coaching program. For example, if you want to know how to strengthen your offer so more people buy your course, Alex Hormozi's book, $100 Million Offers, tells you everything you need to know, and it's only 99 cents on Amazon. So that's one of the great resources that I'll point you to that gives you the knowledge and expertise you need to help you with your course as well. I've got a resource for you on every topic you might encounter with your online business. So you've got the information that you need at your fingertips without having to pay $10,000 for a coaching program. Let's assume my personal book library saves you from needing to purchase even just a $5,000 coaching program. Maybe it saves you from taking 2 or 3 five-figure coaching programs and saves you $20,000 or more. But let's just assume what I'm giving you here saves you at least $5,000 to just be conservative. Now, I'm not special. There's a lot of people online that are making money using AI. And there's AI for YouTube, there's AI for investing, there's AI for social media. If everyone else is using AI to make money, then why not you too? I don't have access to industry experts or access to insider information. I just have a proven roadmap that I follow every time to create and launch a new online course. And I can show you how to do the same with AI doing all the heavy lifting for you. So you can get your course launched too and start making money online. Another thing you're going to need once you've launched your course is, of course, you need people to buy it. And there's 2 ways to do that: with organic content online or with paid ads. Now, when you're just starting out, I do recommend posting organic content. Paid ads are a tougher game to play, and you should get some experience with organic posts first before going to paid ads. So when you're posting your organic content, you'll be posting your lead magnet on social media to attract your ideal customers. And I've got the perfect AI tool that gives you endless content ideas, so you never run out of content to post organically. ChatGPT gives you an endless amount of ideas to create social media content, so you never run out of engaging posts to attract your ideal customers and get them to sign up for your lead magnet so that you can nurture them towards a sale. This is what you can use to get your online business to $10,000. And this is exactly what I did as well. So this tool will get you to $10,000 per month. And this is currently what I still use to post my organic content online and grow my audience. And when you do use this tool, when I use it, I can create a couple weeks worth of high quality content in about an hour. So it saves me a huge amount of time when you're using AI to help you with your organic content. I actually just recently updated this tool. I don't know if you've read Gary Vaynerchuk's new book that just came out a few weeks ago called Day Trading Attention. So he gives all his secrets of how he's grown his massive audience. And I've updated this tool. It's essentially like having all of VaynerMedia working for you when you're using this content idea creator with AI tools. So I don't know how to put a value on Gary V's entire media team, but let's assume this tool gives you the work of one person, a person that you don't need to hire because AI can do the work for you. So let's assume this tool saves you at least $1,000 a month of someone that you don't have to hire. Probably saves you a lot more than that, but let's just assume it saves you $1,000. Now, I want you to be fully satisfied with next week's workshop. And if for any reason you're not satisfied, please just let me know and I'll give you all your money back. I want you to be excited about your new online course and the opportunity that lies in front of you. So I guarantee that you'll be happy with the workshop to launch your course next week, or I'll just give you all your money back. No problem. Once your course is launched and you're driving traffic to your landing page, you'll need to test all of your funnel components here, right? Your audience will tell you by their actions if they like what you're offering, and you're going to need to make adjustments to optimize your funnel. I've got a guide that will tell you exactly how to do this, what data to look for, where to find reports, and what to change based on your testing so there's no guesswork. And after generating traffic to test your funnel, and using this guide to troubleshoot any bottlenecks, you'll be optimized for sales. Without optimizing your funnel, then you're probably losing sales. But when your funnel is optimized using this testing and troubleshooting guide, you can double or triple your sales. That's what I've done with these testing methodologies. So this guide is super helpful. And let's assume this guide generates you another $1,000 per month. It probably gets you much more than that, but let's assume an extra $1,000 goes into your pocket by testing and optimizing your funnel using this guide. So with everything that you get when you join the workshop, the course launch AI system to launch your course in less than a week with the help of AI valued at $2,000, my live guided support during next week's workshop to look over your shoulder, answer all your questions, and make sure everything is correct, valued at $2,000. My personal book and podcast library, which will save you at least $5,000 in coaching programs, my endless content idea generator to sell your course that saves you at least $1,000 per month, and my test and troubleshoot guide that optimizes your funnel and gets you an extra $1,000 per month. Everything that's here is easily worth more than $11,000. And most importantly, what you get at the end of next week's workshop is a revenue generating asset, your course that is easy to sell, that quickly covers the cost of $11,000. So even at $11,000, this would be a good investment for you to make. In fact, there are other online programs that charge you more than $11,000 to help you create your online business. But that's not what we charge for next week's workshop. Although we probably could, there's easily that much value in next week's workshop. Also because you'll pretty quickly make that back with your new online course. For an investment of only $997 for next week's workshop, you get your online course launched in less than a week and can start making sales right away. That's pretty reasonable, wouldn't you agree? You'll make that back in no time once you start marketing your first online course. And since you're also one of the first groups that I'm sharing all of my AI secrets with, you get an even better deal to get your online course built and launched next week. You can join next week's workshop for only $497. I'll work with you to show you exactly what to do. And by the end of next week, you've got a course that's ready to sell. All because AI makes it much quicker and easier to launch your course. There's also one more thing I believe in as well, that you should get value first before you pay. It's like that when you go to a restaurant, right? You enjoy a fabulous meal visiting with friends and family, and then you pay the bill at the end. When you go to the hairdresser, you get your hair cut and colored first, and then you pay your hairdresser. When you get your kitchen remodeled, your new cabinets and your countertops, they're all installed first, and then once you're happy with the work, then you pay the final invoice. It's like that for a lot of things, and it should be the same for online as well, shouldn't it? So all I ask is that you save your seat today for only $5. When you save your seat today, you can join next week's workshop and get your course built and launched in less than a week. Once you see the value that I've provided to you, then you can pay the $497 at the end of the workshop. If at any time during the workshop you're not happy with me and you want to tell me that I suck, not a problem. You can withdraw and cancel your final payment at any time. You won't be charged the $497 at the end of the workshop, and I'll even give you your $5 back. I can only do this because I know next week's workshop delivers. My intention is to deliver you amazing value first and work with you to build and launch your online course with the help of AI. And let's get that done first so that you're excited to make your final payment in a week from now and start selling your online course that easily covers the cost of the workshop. So let's go through exactly what the workshop looks like so you know exactly what to expect. The workshop starts on Monday. We'll meet on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 1 hour each. The workshop is scheduled for each morning, but I'm flexible on the time. If the group decides we want to meet earlier and later, we can work through that. But right now they're scheduled at 11 a.m. Central on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Monday, day one, we'll take care of all the tech stuff and get that out of the way. We'll get ConvertKit set up with your landing page, email automation, and lead magnet, and we'll get Thinkific set up and ready to go. At the end of Monday's session, you'll have a few homework items for Tuesday. Now, don't worry, I'm not assigning you like hours and hours of homework. It'll only take maybe 1 or 2 hours for you to complete to finish your lead magnet, finish your email sequence, and finish your landing page with all of ChatGPT's inputs. And I'll show you exactly what to do on Monday. ChatGPT does most of the work anyways. So on Tuesday, you maybe have a couple hours of things to work on. So then on Wednesday, when we meet again, we'll determine your course outline, we'll determine your irresistible offer, and we'll write the copy for your sales page. At the end of the Wednesday session, there's, again, only a couple hours of homework that you'll need to do to finish your course outline and finish your course sales page based on ChatGPT inputs, and as well create any bonuses that you want to include in your offer. And then on the third day, on Friday, we're almost done. We'll work on your course content and we'll get your funnel all automated so that at the end of Friday's session, the only thing you'll have to do is finish recording your course content and upload your videos so that you're ready to launch. Maybe it takes another 2 to 3 hours to record your content, depending on how long your course is, but we'll help you get prepared for all that. So as you can see, in 3 1-hour live sessions and about 6 or 7 hours of your time on your own in between sessions, you can have your course launched and ready to sell in less than 10 hours of your time next week. That's pretty cool, isn't it? All due to the help that AI provides us. Launching a course used to take between 40 to 60 hours. And this was probably spread out over several months as you worked on it. With the help of AI, we can now launch a course in less than 10 hours. So who's in? Who wants to get their course launched next week in under 10 hours? Or do you prefer to spend 40 to 60 hours doing it the old way and you probably launch in 6 months from now? Launch next Friday, launch in 6 months from now. I know what the proactive online business owners will choose. So if you want to start selling your course sooner rather than later, then grab one of these 10 spots that are available for the workshop next week. There is a limit on the number of people that I can accept in the workshop because I do find that groups of 10 work pretty well. So I can only accept 10 people for next week's workshop, and you can save your spot for only $5. So grab a spot before they're gone. And you can do that at AICourseCreator.ai/workshop. So I've also got a fast action bonus for you too. For anyone that saves their seat by the end of this presentation, I'll also get you our ChatGPT prompt guide. This is what makes up a proper prompt to get good results from ChatGPT because of course, if you ask better questions, then you'll get better answers. So this guide helps you use ChatGPT for even more things. This is actually what prompt engineers in Silicon Valley are using who are getting paid $300,000 per year to create prompts. It's side note, it's crazy that these roles exist, that these new prompt engineering roles are making $300,000. But if you want to use this guide to become a prompt engineer, you certainly can, but more likely you can use it to streamline your online business and 10x your productivity. When you can get ChatGPT to help you in any way that you want, there are lots of opportunities to save time within your online business. So if you want to get your hands on this prompt guide, then save your seat for the workshop for next week for only $5 by the end of this presentation. And I'll send you a copy of the prompt guide right away. So go to AICourseCreator.ai/workshop and save your spot for next week's workshop for only $5, and we'll work together to get your course launched next week. Once you complete the workshop and you're happy with the progress that we've made, only then will you pay the workshop fee of $497. So I can see that we've got someone already purchasing there. So this is perfect. Get in on one of those 10 spots before they're all gone. There really is no risk. So because you can tell me that I suck at any time during the workshop, and you can withdraw from the workshop. You won't be charged the final fee, and I'll give you your $5 back. So there is absolutely no risk to you, with a huge upside that you can get your course launched next week and start selling it right away. So here's how this works. Go to AICourseCreator.ai/workshop, and you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. So just remember, it's not .com, it's .ai, AICourseCreator.ai/workshop, and you'll be taken to this page. This page explains the steps to enroll, and you can review the workshop information on this page. Scroll down to the bottom and you'll see a purple icon to save your seat. Click that purple icon. A new display box will appear. You can enter your information and click the button at the bottom of the page to save your spot. Super simple. You'll then be taken to this confirmation page, letting you know that your seat has been saved. So it's really easy to save your seat for the workshop for only $5. Once you've saved your seat, you'll receive 2 separate emails. The first email you'll receive is the Zoom meeting invite to join the workshop next week. Open this email and save the meeting invite to your calendar. The meeting invite will add Monday, Wednesday, and Friday 1-hour sessions to your calendar. And it also contains the Zoom link for each day included in each of those meeting invites. Craig, I can see that you've snagged one of those spots. Good to see. We'll see you next week in the workshop. So when you do get one of these, get these emails when you enroll, save your seat, then be sure to get that meeting invite and save it in your calendar so you don't miss any of the sessions. The second email you receive is your workshop welcome email. This email includes everything that we've discussed today. And in that email, it'll also help you get access to the workshop Voxer group. So if you're not familiar with Voxer, it's a messaging app that we can communicate during the workshop sessions and in between, so that if you've got any questions with some of the homework, we can help you get that taken care of so you don't get stuck in between the sessions. You'll get the links for the free forever ConvertKit, Thinkific, ChatGPT, and Canva accounts, so you can create your accounts before the live session. In this email, there's also a short form, and this form is important to answer 2 questions. These 2 questions define your course topic and your brand statement on how you will help people. So these are important, and we need you to answer these before the first live session, because we'll use these answers during the live workshop next week. So please be sure to enter this information before the first session. So check your inbox for these 2 emails, and you'll be all set for the workshop on Monday. So there's a reason you signed up for this presentation. You showed up today because you want to create an online course. And the challenge most people have with creating their online course is starting, right? So when you secure your spot in next week's workshop for only $5, that's all it takes to start. And with my guided support next week, you're also guaranteed to finish. So you're in the right place, because I'm offering to create your online course business with you. I'm here to help you get your course launched by this time next week with no more delays. You're going to get it done next week, and we're going to do it together. I'll make sure you get everything that you need and answer all of your questions, so you're not going to get stuck. You get this all done in the next few days, and you can start profiting from your course sales the day that you finish your course next week. If you've ever had any doubts about creating an online course that you don't feel qualified to teach, or you're not sure you can figure out the tech, or that it's going to take too much time, well, now's your chance to get support to make it happen. I'm here to support you all next week to finally get your course launched. So there's no way that you can fail. When you join next week's workshop, I help you at every step along the way. Nobody gets left behind. Everyone succeeds at launching their course next week. So imagine yourself in a couple weeks from now? Do you want to be telling all your friends and family about your new online course and how you're making money online? Or do you want to be thinking back to this moment, thinking that you missed your chance and you're still wishing that you had an online course? Which one of those do you want to be in 2 weeks from now? The Course Launch AI Workshop is your answer to finally launch your course business and live your best life. Go to AICourseCreator.ai/workshop and save your seat now. The only things we regret in life are the opportunities we never took. And I don't want you to be in this position in 2 weeks from now. And remember, if you enroll by the end of this presentation, which is coming to an end here very shortly, I'll also give you a copy of the prompt guide. This is the same prompt guide that Silicon Valley professionals are using to make $300,000 per year, all for you so you can 10x your productivity and automate your business. So go to AICourseCreator.ai/workshop and save your seat now for only $5. We'll work together next week to get your course launched so you can start selling your course by this time next week. All right. So that concludes the end of the presentation. I know you can't ask any questions in the chat, which is really unfortunate. I'm going to have to get that fixed for next time. But there are some common questions that I do get at this point in the presentation. So I'll just go through those and hopefully they can clear up anything that you're thinking. Sometimes people ask, well, what if I can't get my course fully finished next week? I do understand. Life is busy. And if you can't quite finish your course, then you'll be awfully close. There might be a few last things to record. Maybe all you need to do is record a few more pieces and upload them into Thinkific, and then you can get your course launched shortly after that. Either way, you'll have everything in place with just a few last things to complete that you can easily do when you have some more time so that you can get your course launched as soon as possible. Another question I get asked is, I'm not that tech savvy at all. Will I be able to keep up? Well, this workshop is designed specifically for you. You've got great information to share with others. We all have great personal experiences, and we can't let tech barriers get in the way of you getting your knowledge out to the world. I go through everything in the workshop for you and show you exactly what to do. And we don't move to the next step until everyone is ready and complete so that nobody gets left behind. The workshop is really as easy as logging into this Zoom presentation. And since you managed to do that, then you'll be able to keep up with everything in the workshop. So no worries at all. Some people ask, well, what if I don't have a big audience? I don't have anybody to sell my course. I won't be able to sell my course. Well, a big audience does not mean a lot of sales. In fact, you don't need a huge audience to become insanely profitable. I was listening to a case study from Alex Hormozi of someone with 5,800 followers making more than $1 million a year. Here's the link. I'll paste it in the chat. Hopefully you can get access to that. Check that out because that was a very interesting case study of the lady that had 5,800 followers and was making $1 million per year. So you'll see that a large audience is not required when you don't have, you don't need a large audience when you have a valuable offer. So have a listen to that. Super interesting. Some people ask, well, what's the quality of a course created in a week? Or is there a lack of personalization from AI? And these are valid concerns. We certainly don't want to create a terrible course. We only want to create a high quality course that our customers will love. And that's exactly what we create next week, is a high quality course, all automated with the right touch of personalization from you. I show you how AI can do most of the work for you and show you where you need to add your personality to make your course great. You'll be able to customize anything that ChatGPT gives you so that you can make it exceptional. AI gives us the speed to be able to create high quality courses in a short amount of time that your customers will be amazed by. So there's no need to worry about speed or high quality. It's all baked into how we create the course next week. So you end up with a high quality program. All right. So hopefully you found this informative and you're ready to get your course launched next week. So grab your seat at AICourseCreator.ai/workshop and I'll see you next week. I see that there's already a few people that have grabbed one of those 10 seats, so you don't want to miss those out. The deadline to enroll is the end of the day on Sunday because we start on Monday. So jump in right now, jump in tomorrow, but the links to enroll will disappear by the end of the day Sunday since we're starting on Monday. A few things before we conclude. Watch your email because I will send you the link as well so that you can save your spot for the workshop. For anyone that was not able to get a spot, there also is, I'll give you a link to this presentation where you can hopefully grab one of your spots available for an upcoming workshop, should they all get taken by the end of Sunday, which I'm sure they will. And I'll also have the recording of this presentation available here shortly. Zoom just takes, I don't know, an hour or two to process it before it sends it to me. So once that's ready, I'll send that to you, and feel free to share it with anyone else that you think might need help getting their course created, and we'll help them out as well. So I want to thank everyone for joining. I apologize about the chat, but you do have my email. If you have any questions, shoot me an email and I'll get you the information that you're looking for, and save your spot for next week's workshop at the link that you provide. And I'll see you next week in the workshop. Thanks everybody for joining, and have a great day.